And let's see if Langston is there. I'm having fun already. Good evening, fellow mortals. Hey, look, it's Ethan. Hey, Ethan, what's up? Mic check.
Hello?
Can you hear me, Ethan?
Yeah.
That's good. How you doing tonight, Ethan?
Super good.
Super good. That's cute.
Ethan,
What up, Link?
so we're going to talk about religion tonight.
I don't know.
You think it's a good thing, right?
I don't know.
Ethan, religion is always fun to talk about. Let's talk about religion, bitches.
Okay.
So, Ethan, you're of the impression that religion can't evolve on its own. It had to be put here by some higher power.
No, I said religion evolved over millions of or hundreds of thousands of years, and when people try to become atheists and try to get rid of religion, they're losing hundreds of thousands of years of wisdom passed down.
Those are just facts so far.
No, because I can use the wisdom of religion without being religious.
How?
Wait. No, Langston, that does not engage with what Ethan said whatsoever.
Okay, so first of all, are we talking about a specific religion like Christianity?
No, we're talking about any religion.
Well, a religion is just a belief system, so that is really anything like philosophy.
Yes, all philosophies are religions. Yes, that's a fact. What's your point?
That's dumb. That's a dumb statement.
No. I literally just reiterated what you said in a more concise way. What is your point?
This is just going to lead us to the fact that beliefs are human. So
No. That isn't what you just did. Was a meaningless statement. There was no purpose of what you said. I can explain to you the purpose of what I said.
X it out.
LOL. Oh, try me.
All right, let me pull up Ethan's tweet storm. The shaman. Where's Condor?
He's Blake phobic. Remember?
Oh, true. So, Ethan, how do you feel about the hashtag life without men would be?
It's pretty funny.
Hashtag. Wait, that's a hashtag.
It's trending, yeah.
Wait, it was trending today?
Yep.
That's beautiful. That makes me want to go. That makes me want to go write a hashtag life without men tweet right now.
Ethan is quoted as saying, "I tried to replicate religion, but it's too complex. Only evolution can do it."
Oh, well, that's LOL. I mean, in typical Ethan fashion, he's 90% correct and 100% ridiculous. I mean,
True.
That's a pretty high correct.
Yeah, but it's not 100%.
just because he accurately analyzed like the value that religion poses it to people, humans in general, and people in general, that he's still like totally like breaking logic into an infinite number of pieces by saying he can't replicate religion. He can replicate religion. He does replicate religion. Everyone replicates religion. Period.
All right. So I'm going to go off on a little tangent. Is religion a net negative or a net positive for society?
Historically speaking, it's a net positive. Anything can be used for good or for ill, like racism.
For sure, a net negative.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, we can agree to disagree about that. You're wrong, but we can agree to disagree about that.
No, I just speak facts.
Oh, okay. But I mean, you don't have the correct facts, but I understand that from your perspective, you're speaking facts.
I'm speaking the facts. You have alternative facts.
Oh, okay. I mean, of course that. I mean, I understand that you have no like. I understand that in order to maintain your internal coherence, you have to project that onto me. But that is a problem, and you will have to stop doing it eventually.
What is your evidence?
Oh, you finally gonna engage, huh? Or at least pretend to again?
Let me find this YouTube stream so I can tweet it out.
Oh.
Check out my latest tweet. I just tweeted something.
Philosophical shaman. Ethan, what is a shaman?
A shaman is someone who like transforms people, heals mental problems.
So you can heal mental problems? Why don't you become a therapist then?
Because therapists are dumb. You have to go to school and you have to get licensed and stuff.
Yeah, because we don't want just random people out there giving therapy, giving advice to people. Like, what if we have a psycho out there just...
Well, you don't want that, but people that understand therapy do want that.
Hey, you realize I'm in school to be a therapist, right?
But so you don't want that, Langston, but people who understand therapy do want that.
Well, I don't want it because it's competition, so...
Right. So So you're admitting that it's a totally non-ideological reason, pure selfishness and self-interest. Nothing, no professionalism enters into that equation. That's what you just expressed on this stream right now.
Well, I feel like in an ideal ANCAP society, like there would be no licensing for anything. Like doctors wouldn't have licenses.
So what you're saying is I'm right and you're wrong.
No, I'm saying in an ideal ANCAP society.
No, what you're saying is what I'm saying is your ideal.
Who said the ANCAP ideal is my ideal?
You did?
I'm an ANCAP, but I don't think that.
Suck it.
I don't think that ANCAPistan is a legit.
Yeah, suck it.
Feasible ideal to aim for.
Wait, okay, your imagination is pathetic and puny. Got it. I understand, Langston.
Like your dick.
LOL. I love it. I love it when people try to do that.
All right, where's Timothy at and Kevin Benedict?
Kevin Benedict. How the fuck are you gonna expect him to show up?
So did you get his Twitter or something?
No, he didn't give it to me before he left the stream. He said he was gonna keep track of mine or something.
Just Google search Kevin Benedict.
Yeah, that would probably. Yeah, probably. He did say something about searching him, I think. I don't remember everything.
Is the Singapore flag red, white, and blue with a sun?
Good question.
He said he was from Singapore, right?
No, it's red and white with a Muslim crescent moon and stars.
Nuts.
Wow, Ethan, you're just a geography. All right, anyway, so back to licensing and so Ethan, so what is your theory?
It was great content, though. I'm pissed.
Is he coming back?
I don't know. There he is. Okay. Major salt because my last stream only caught like, I don't know, maybe the first like 6 minutes of what we did. So.
Yo, what up?
Howdy, Langston.
Where were we? We were establishing that you can't have, if you're dead, like a negative, you can't have
a life worse than your death.
I used to complicate this or contemplate this because I thought if I'm sadder about my death, will that motivate me more to work harder on living forever? But it's not true. It's not going to help me it's not going to motivate me.
Wasn't it noise?
That was just Deidre walking through the door.
The B1000.
It's not going to help me motivate me. It's going to motivate me less because I'm going to be less inspired to live forever if I'm so depressed about not living forever, right? So it's counterproductive.
No. That's
Yes.
No, your logic is way too circular.
I'm not going to want to live forever if I'm already unhappy because not sure if I'm going to live forever. So I'm not going to be motivated. But if I'm so happy,
No.
that's going to motivate me to work to
No,
live forever.
the a priori assumption is that you're going to die. So even the possibility of living forever would be a hopeful thing, not a thing to be depressed about.
No, because it's going to make me sad that I'm going to die.
No, but that's making you sad anyway, unless you're insane.
No, it's not making me sad because I don't care about it, right?
No, you do care about it, or you're insane.
So my option is to be either insane or very unhappy that I'm going to die.
I mean, that is the human condition, yes.
That sounds retarded.
Have you
I mean,
have you read any of the existentialists talking about suicide?
Yeah.
But just because you have to be very unhappy doesn't mean you can't be optimistic. It doesn't mean you can't choose to generate more happiness than that baseline forced upon you level of unhappiness.
What do you mean?
Well, logic dictates that it's generally a good thing to be happy if you can figure out a way how to be happy rather than unhappy. So even though reasonable people understand that death is the worst thing and that it's almost certainly going to happen to them at some point, they can, if they're strong people and reasonable people, they can still rise above that sadness and generate a positive energy that is sufficient to maintain their sanity until they do pass away.
That sounds retarded.
I mean, it's just how sanity works. I'm literally just breaking it down.
I'd rather be insane.
Well, crazy in a good way. There's validity to that idea, but it applies to everything to some degree.
I'd rather be insane than if sane is like miserable, right?
No, I just told you sane is being recognizing the misery of your existence and choosing to be positive enough that you're happy overall.
That doesn't make sense. You can't be miserable and happy overall.
So you're telling me you can't feel pain and be happy?
You said miserable. You can't be miserable and happy. You can feel pain and be happy.
Pain and misery are just two ends of one spectrum, so you don't get to separate them.
I'd rather just be happy and just not care about it, and then if we can live forever, I'm going to work as hard as I can on it, but if we don't,
not caring about things is nihilism.
No, it's caring about what matters.
No, it's nihilism.
Not caring about what doesn't matter.
Not caring about things is not caring about things.
No, not caring about what doesn't matter and caring about what does matter. Putting your attention on what matters.
Wrong.
Why is it wrong?
Because you said it. I'm not laughing.
My whole philosophy is to not care about what doesn't matter and care about what matters.
That's stupid. That's stupid because everything matters all the time.
Does it matter what happened in the past?
Yes.
Well, there's nothing we can do to change the past.
That we know of. What's your point?
So
that in no way invalidates it mattering.
Does it matter that we can't fly with our hands?
Of course it matters. What the fuck? It matters a shit ton.
What? What kind of question was that?
I'm trying to think of something that doesn't matter.
Yeah. Oh, guess news. Spoiler alert. You're not going to.
No. It doesn't matter. No.
Ethan, you can't think of something that doesn't matter, but you're welcome to try.
Does it matter that Justin Bieber
Yes.
is a pop star? Oh, here's one. Does it matter
Yes.
that you're... Let me see.
Yes.
Does it matter that there's no meaning in life?
Well, you have to ask something that's true.
That's true.
Nothing really matters.
Wait, is there meaning to life, Blake?
Of course there is.
Inherent?
Yeah, inherent. It's inherent and inherently contrived as well.
False.
Oh, well,
What's the meaning of life?
No, you're wrong.
What is it then?
Life is the meaning of life. Procreation.
That's not the meaning of
Why
life.
is that the meaning of life?
Power is the meaning of life.
Why?
Power and consciousness. Basically, free will is the meaning of life.
Why?
Does free will exist?
That's irrelevant. It's irrelevant because it's a dumb question. If obviously free will exists. What were you saying, Ethan?
Why is free will the meaning of life?
Free will is the meaning of life because it's the only purpose of life.
It's the only purpose. Do you have something that's not a circular?
Ooh, got him.
Good question.
No, he doesn't.
It's a tautology.
It's not a tautology. I mean, technically everything is a tautology at some point, but free will is the meaning of life because free will derives from consciousness, and consciousness. If you look at just how things interact with each other physically, whether they're living or non-living, there's it's necessary to fill in the gaps between quote-unquote cause and quote-unquote effect. Because time is an abstraction that we invented that doesn't technically exist the way we think it does. It's just the closest way that our puny minds can describe whatever the fuck actually exists. I forget where I was going with this, but it was brilliant.
You're supposed to be saying why is free will the meaning of life, purpose of life?
Oh yeah. So it's in order to explain causality and probability the way we understand them in physics, which is deeply flawed, but as best as we can understand them, we understand that they require some kind of explanation. And in my view, life is that explanation. Life is the tie that binds cause to effect. And I define life as energy. So the function of that tying of cause to effect is what that function is what I think of as consciousness or the exercise of free will. Those things are synonymous in my view, and therefore the meaning of life is to perpetuate life efficiently. But the efficiency is implied by saying perpetuated. Obviously, if I say perpetuate, I don't mean perpetuate badly, I mean perpetuate well. Obviously, better perpetuation is preferable to worse perpetuation. So these are all things that are implied. But that is why I say the meaning of life is procreation.
Can you sum that up in one sentence?
Yeah, if you give me enough time, I will, yes. The
Dork.
the fact of the evolved existence of life demands a utilitarian explanation for the existence of life. Therefore, it is reasonable to assume that the function of life, aka the purpose of life, is to adjudicate between cause and effect in the world of physics.
All right, so what if everyone's miserable, but we know the cause and effect of life? Is that still meaningful?
Can you explain your question a little bit?
If everyone's miserable, but they achieved your goal of your purpose of life, but everyone's miserable, does that still make it meaningful?
Well, you're asking me if a smaller meaning, you're asking me if, in the case that the meaning is smaller rather than larger, is it no longer meaningful? To which the answer is, it is still meaningful, but of course it's a less meaningful. What is your question?
What's the meaning of life if everyone's miserable, but they've achieved your goal of understanding cause and effect.
I just answered it. The meaning is the meaning, and separately from that, people also need to be happy.
Oh, so there is something else.
Can I interrupt
Without
this?
happiness, there's no meaning, right?
Like, did you ever go to your doctor's appointment?
Not yet. Is that relevant?
Well, because, I mean, it's possible that you could be the dying man, and Ethan is here to give you some wise words of wisdom before you pass to the next life.
Okay. To me, that was obvious.
Ethan, what would you say to Blake if he only had a couple months to live?
I already told him.
Well, no, you said someone on their deathbed. This is a couple months.
Oh, a couple months. Okay.
What? No, it's the same question. Stop confusing Ethan.
No,
Well,
because if you have a couple months...
No, it's the same question.
Nah.
It depends. I mean, a couple months, then that means you can
It's the same.
enjoy your time and try to.
It's the same emotional structure. It's you guys are just getting bogged down in irrelevant things now.
You should read a lot of books and try to repair your soul before you die,
LOL. LOL.
or just have fun and just party.
This is terrible advice.
Did you say party?
Yeah.
Well, it's not like Blake has anything productive to do with his life. So.
These are you do realize that these are all these things you're saying are all things that a dying person would instinctually it would naturally all those things would naturally occur as options to a dying person. You do realize that. So your advice is just depressing them by virtue of telling them something that is literally a thought they've had like a fucking billion times already.
Well, I already said the main advice, which is don't fear death.
Right. I don't. So you just. So that's wrong, and it makes me feel worse, not better.
Some people don't fear death at all; they just die peacefully.
I mean, right? Ignorance is bliss, I suppose, or
I
insane.
would tell you to take mushrooms.
That's not. Well, again, that falls into the category of a thought I've had a billion times already.
But why haven't you done it yet?
What are you talking, Ethan?
If you're gonna die, you might as well take mushrooms and take the risk, because mushroom people, terminally ill people.
Why are you assuming that I never have taken mushrooms before?
Yeah,
Oh, why are you assuming that?
because you're still afraid of death.
I do understand why most people stop fearing it after they get high on psychedelics, strong psychedelics. What?
Why? Why is that?
Because it breaks their minds. They go insane.
Okay, so they go insane.
Yes.
So everyone who's happy is insane.
No.
So I'm
No.
insane.
Everyone who's illogically happy or illogically sad.
So what's wrong with being insane?
What's right with it?
What's wrong with it is when it's destructive.
So there's nothing wrong with it if you're not destructive.
Well, but I can point the destruction out to
So,
you.
I'm
Just
insane.
because you don't see yourself destroying things by doing it doesn't mean you're not.
So how am I destructive?
By doing what?
I'm insane, but I'm not destructive, or am I? How am I?
It's
How am
it's the same way criminal negligence is destructive, you see.
So do you think I'm insane?
I think you're yes, I think you're insane. I think you're pretty functional, but I think you're insane.
So I'm functional, but so what's wrong with being insane if I'm functional?
Like I said, nothing intrinsically except to the degree that you hurt things.
So what am I hurting?
Well, again, it's the criminal negligence concept. So but it's a little bit worse than that, kind of. Because sometimes you're aggressively incoherent, and so that particular manifestation of your insanity is destructive because it destroys discourses, and that's harmful.
But it doesn't destroy discourses.
It does destroy discourses. It destroys discourses before they even happen.
So I would have better discourse if I wasn't insane.
Or if you regulated your insanity better, aka if you exhibited less insanity. Being insane is fine. I'm probably more insane than you on the inside.
So you're more insane.
Probably. I don't know for sure.
Then why are you saying I'm insane if you're more insane?
Because it's important to point it out to you, because you're exhibiting destructive levels of insanity.
How would I even know if you're insane? How do you know who's insane?
Takes one to know one.
Did you just Putin me?
What?
Did you just Vladimir Putin me?
Who just Vladimir Putin to me?
You.
What?
You guys are getting off on a random tangent. I'm gonna have to bow out if.
LOL.
All right, Lang, what's up? What's your thoughts?
I think that was very silly and a waste of time.
LOL. That's funny. You're very silly and a waste of time.
All right. Until next time. Peace.
LOL. You're gonna quit now, huh?
What are you gonna do now?
I don't know. Probably just stop. It's not that I don't like streaming with you solo, but it's getting kind of late.
All right, that's good. Good, that's pretty good content.
Yeah. All right. Talk to you later, Ethan.
See ya.
Yep. Good evening. I mean, good night. Good night, my mortals.